Hello, friends. I hope y'all are having a great week. This is a great week for me. It's the start of Saleabration, which is the best time of the Stampin' Up! Year. And so we're kicking off the catalog today with 3 cute projects. We're going to make a card with the terrific Toadstools bundle. We're going to make a card with Adventure, Everyday Skies, and Adventure Together. And we're going to make a card with the, I have to look up these names, the heart-shaped bundle. Okay, so we are just going to make some very My Wi-Fi is acting crazy. All right, so we're going to stick that down, and then we're going to start building up our space beneath here. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put a tiny bit of glue on this lemon lolly frond. And that is going to go on the bottom. And we're just going to... The glue works great and is permanent, except for in the beginning, it's repositionable. So you have to kind of commit. All right. Now, I've already got these cute flowers on glue dots. So we're just going to stick these down one. Uh-oh, we got to get our sentiment in there. I just noticed. So let's get that in there. Gonna cover that. I don't want to cover up my sentiment. There we go. And then we're gonna come in with our little granny apple fronds, and we're gonna tuck those just right behind these Daffodil Delight flowers. I just think these dies are gorgeous. That floral heart is so cute, and then these just layer so pretty. Can poke that back there. Okay, so there's your sweetness, and then I'm using these brand new antique pearls. I think they're sweet with this because they have a little yellow hue to them. I'm going to go with the medium one and see what that looks like. I used the smaller one on the first card. Let's try the medium one. Oh, yes, that is so pretty. So, heart-shaped bundle. You want to make sure and purchase enough to get that in your cart. Here's what I suggest. The Floral Delight Suite. You're going to get the Delightful Wishes bundle, the tiny bee trinkets, the daffodil or white woven ribbon, depending on when you order it. They're both pretty. Floral vellum, the Floral Delight designer paper. You could throw in a trimmer, some dimensionals, and daffodil cardstock. And I think I actually marked out the dimensionals just to get to that 126. I had to add the daffodil cardstock on there. Anyway, that's going to get you to 126, which will get you that free heart-shaped bundle. Fantastic. So that's Saleabration math. You definitely want to make sure you're paying attention to your $60 increments. Every $60 you get to pick a free item from this book. And when you get to 120, you get to pick a larger item from the book, which is here in the back, either Corner in Bloom or the heart-shaped bundle. I want to show you the biggest things first, because I know your biggest order is always that first order when you've just been kind of like making that long wish list. So that's my solution for you. All right, heart-shaped bundle card. Now, I will go ahead and show you some other cards using the heart. I'm going to show you everything at the end, actually. I'm going to make the 3 cards and then show you gobs more cards using these bundles. So, heart-shaped bundle. Now, let's go for our Toadstools card. Now, this card, actually, I saw it in the catalog, and I thought it was so cute. I love the way it looked. But then when I looked at it closely, I was like, wait a minute. They have used the designer paper as a card base, which I think is cool. So, of course, I always like to try something new, and then I'd like to show you how I did it. So, you're going to start with this piece of Toadstool Gardens Designer Series paper. The great news about this paper is it's a Saleabration paper, so it's free with a $60 purchase. It's a 6x6 pack of 48 sheets of paper. Fabulous. Don't miss it. All the coolest colors. All right, so we're going to take this piece of paper, and first we're going to trim it down to 5.5, because that's the shape, that's how tall a card is. And then we're going to score it at 4 1/4. See if y'all can see that. Yeah. So 4 1/4, and score it. Now, when you're scoring designer paper, do it do it lightly. You could hear that ripping because it is not, it's pretty thin. All right, and then I've got some other cardstocks here. Oh, did I do that wrong? I sure did, because I want that. What if I did this? We'll just do that. Okay, so pay attention to what side you score it on if you want the mushrooms or the green part showing on either side. But I like this. It's something different. Okay, there's always room for fixing. And then we are going to put a little panel in here. So I went ahead and cut another piece of designer paper to lengthen that a little bit just to cover up that panel. I do love using this striped as an edge. I've done that with a couple of cards I've made recently. I think it looks great peeking out over that edge. So we're going to tuck that in that corner and just fold that over. Fantastic. And now we're going to do some stamping on this little piece, and I'll show you how this card ends up. Is that not adorable? So you've got all this, oh, of course that's upside down. But anyway, let me see if that's fixable. No, it is fixable. Let's fix it. We can't have upside down toadstools, right? Everything's fixable, but not with this particular sheet of paper, I don't think. Let's do it again. So the good news about this paper is it's free with purchase, so I'm not stressed that I just had to rip that up. Let's find it, that pattern again. There it is. Okay. So we're cutting that. Let's see how long I cut that. The designer piece is 2 1/2. The white piece inside is 2 1/4, and they're both 5 1/2 long. So now let's pay attention to the way that we stick this piece into our card. Now we're cooking. Okay, I'm actually going to put the adhesive here because I've made such a mess on that side there. All right, we're rolling now. Okay, so we're going to stick this little piece in here after we stamp it. Let's do some stamping. This is so fun to make this little mushroom grouping here. This is, of course, with the terrific Toadstool set. I had made so many cards with this so far, but I hadn't used this part of it, and I love it when something forces me to use this stamp I haven't used yet. I'm going to use this as a little, to protect my little pad here. So we're going to start with this stamp that's like this little piece, and then a stamp that also has all the little Toadstools tops. It's got the little 3 toadstools. So I did think about this before I did it, and it paid off. So you want to first stamp your 3 toadstool guys about right here, and then come in with early espresso. So I stamped those in Melon Mambo. And then you're going to come in with early espresso, and you're going to go ahead and stamp these stems. Now, paying attention to this, I'll try to get my hand out of the way. When you stamp these stems, they want to go up in the mushroom. So think about it, like mushrooms don't just sit on the stem. Like the stem goes all the way into the middle of them. So you want that to go into that. If you want to be technically mushroom correct, you're going to do 3 more here and then 3 more here. That way you're not banging your stems into your toadstool tops. You know what I mean? So that's kind of helps you space them out, is to do that middle set and then pop these 2 side sets. Oh my gosh, if that's not the cutest. Okay, so that little sweetie goes inside. When I'm doing three cards at once, things can get pretty messy. So I need to straighten things up a little bit here. Now, let's find my card. Here it is. This little piece is going to go in here. And I think that's adorable. We've got the two cute little patterns here when you open up the card, which is so precious. Now, we're going to grab some of the white woven ribbon. Now, you may not have even seen this ribbon because it is on the online exclusives, okay? Like I said, if you're not paying attention to what's online, you're missing out. This woven ribbon is indispensable. I can tell already I need to order like 3 rolls of it because it ties perfectly. It's white, which goes with everything. And, you know, spring is coming. All these cute projects. I'm certain you could color it. It looks like it's got those types of properties that it would color easily. And it ties so easily. So perfectly perfect. And it cuts easily. What's not to love about a ribbon that ties and cuts perfectly? All right. Now, I've used my Stylish Shapes dies to cut out a circle from this designer paper right here. And I've used another Stylish Shapes die to cut out a white little tag. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. Okay. So let's stamp our tag first. We're going to use this stamp that says, "You are magical." And we are looking for our Granny Apple Green, which I did use on the other cards. So let's see. There it is. That's not the right stamp. This is the stamp. "You are magical." I mean, I can think of so many people that I could send that card to. And set that aside because we're going to do some fancy pants things here. So this is our little circle. Now we're going to create our toadstools. This is the most fun part of this stamp set, is stamping and punching our toadstools. Now you're going to want to start with a strip of basic white, which I did pre-cut. And where did it go? Probably grabbed it or did something with it. So when you're using this toadstool set, you want to start with strips of designer paper, of any paper you use, just because you'll waste less, okay? So we're gonna get that ready, and then we're gonna stamp a Poppy Parade and a Melon Mambo mushroom. So, and when I'm punch stamping and I know I'm going to punch something out, I lay it down and I think about like, okay, it's going to go in the punch this way. So that means my mushroom needs to be upside down. This one is Poppy Parade. Such a great color and definitely a toadstool color. Now, my Melon Mambo is pretty red for some reason. So, and again, we do stamp this one upside down. I'm going to stamp it once and then stamp it again. And we do need our squishy pad underneath that to get the best contact. I love this stamp. I didn't notice until I looked at the catalog that it's really fun to stamp it on basic white. I had been stamping it on different colors, but those basic white details really shine through. So pull out some white and pull out your favorite colors and start making toadstools. If anyone can tell me the difference between a toadstool and a mushroom, I would be impressed. I probably used to know it, but I don't know it now. Now, that punch is purposefully not going to leave a white halo around your punched image. That's on purpose. That was by design. And I think it looks fresh and clean. Now, we're going to punch 2 stems. I've got a strip of espresso so I don't waste gobs. Actually, we need 3, and I'll show you why. 1, 2. Ooh, we're going to be tight in here. 3. So we're going to do a little trick, a punch trick. So I noticed in this picture that this stem was longer than that stem. So what we're going to do is first stick our Poppy Parade mushroom down. And then we're going to use our liquid glue to stick that stem down. Now the stem again is going to go up into the mushroom, not behind it, because that's how stems work. And then this little mushroom is going to go, oh, that's not one, that's a punch. Is going to go kind of right here at an angle. And then you see this little stem is not really long enough to reach all the way down, but go ahead and stick it down. And point it in the direction you want it to go. Then we're going to pop on our You Are Magical. And this is where our trickery comes in. So we're going to take our second stem, trim that a bit, and then no one will know that we've used 2 stems to make that longer stem. Isn't that so precious? This is why it pays to pull out your catalog and just start copying cards, because you'll learn things about how to be more creative when you do that. I definitely kind of sorted that out when I was studying that card. Now we're going to pop our little circle onto our card here. Pop some dimensionals in there. I'll put the dimensionals on either side of the ribbon so they don't bump into the ribbon. And don't put them on this edge, because that edge might be hanging off a little bit. If you have just found me, make sure and go back and watch my Saleabration and Spring Catalog swap show that I did yesterday. There is a coughing fit in it, so I do apologize, but it's absolutely worth it. I showed 100+ cards using all different stamps from the new catalogs. So if you're on YouTube, you'll want to catch that. I don't think I've uploaded it yet, but it is on my Facebook page. So find me, Paper Made Prettier, on Facebook if you're watching this live. And it'll be on YouTube soon. All right, so we're going to tie this white woven ribbon in this prettiest little bow. Eek. Ugh. And that is this sweet little card in a nutshell. Do be gentle with that ribbon. I'll have to go repair that because you are tying that around the designer paper. So, all right, so a gorgeous card using the terrific Toadstools bundle. So precious. All right, and our third card. Oh, this is so fun. I just designed this right beforehand. I wanted to use this this bundle called, let me uncover everything I've piled on top of my crafting space. This is a bundle that is only online, and it's called Adventure Together. Oh no, I dropped my ink pad across the chair. Hold on. I'm gonna do some gymnastics. Okay. This bundle is only available online. It has this adorable camper with dies that cut it out and all of the fun things. Oh, I didn't see that grass stuff. Let's try it. Okay. We're going to make a grass hill. I didn't even notice that in the dies. All right. So the other thing is this designer paper. It's called Adventurous Skies. And it's only online. Let me see if I have my little... I have samples of all these designer papers. Let me see if I can suss it out here. Yes, it's, did I say adventurous? It's called Everyday Skies. It's got so many gorgeous colors and all of these pretty sunsets. So don't miss it. Look at all these fun colors. Okay. Everyday Skies, that's only online. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a piece of this that is 5.5 by 4 1/4. Just looking for our cutter. So take that piece, cut it 5.5 by 4 1/4. Now I love this. I like all these colors up here, so I'm actually going to cut it this way. So I'm getting all those fun colors up there. And then this is going to go down to white. But we are going to use a piece of soft seafoam that I have already cut. So it's 5.5 by, I don't know, 1 1/4. And let's grab that die and see what happens. Did I cover it up? Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's test it. We're going to discover this together. Now we get to play find the embossing plate. This is a fun game that you play while you're crafting. I look for it for about 30 seconds, then I just get another one. All right. Oh, hi, Barb. Okay, let's think about this. This is the cutting edge. So we want it to go like about right here. We're making a cute little camper card. I don't know if you saw this, but this is what we're making. But we're gonna test out this grass, and then we're gonna need to shoot that through twice. I know, Barb, seriously. Hide and seek is what I play all day with my craft supplies. I am going to need a piece of washi tape to stick that down to get it going. I would love to have like a self-cleaning craft room. Like, would that not be so cool? A craft room that cleans itself. All right, so we made a little grassy section with that die. It's adorable. Oh my gosh, I love it. I think I'm gonna trim it down just a smidge. That's so cute. You could do layers and layers of it, but let's just stick to one. We're good. But you could make multiple layers of it for visual interest. Okay. So what we're gonna do is pop this down to our thick white base. This is the Everyday Skies designer paper, only online. And then we're gonna pop this little grassy hill here. Oh, it's adorable. And our little RV is just tooling through the woods. Now, this RV is nighttime, so it's taking a little rest. And I just grabbed out all my blues and pinks and purples here because that's what I saw in those clouds. So I'm gonna start with, I want this camper to be pink primarily. Oh my goodness, what's going on here? So we're just going to start with our petal pink. I don't know, something about a pink camper just really makes me happy. I don't have a camper, but if I did, I would probably want a pink one. This looks like a little glamper, a little fancy retro camper. I know this is going to be so popular with my customers. My friend Patience has a camper. It's not retro, it's fancy. But she squealed when she saw this set. It's so cute. All right, so there's our pink camper. Now, I want it to have a fun little, what do you call this? Ribbon thing? I don't know. Banner? I'm going to go every 3 here. I'm just picking up the colors from the sky here. Oh, I was going to go every 3, but I did every 2. So we're not going to have a pattern. Sorry. All right, there's our blues. And then, I'm sorry, that's our purple. And then we're going to pop in here with our blue. Oh, yeah, so cute. All right, and then we can pop in with, what other color do we need? Let's see about a darker blue. Dark blueberry bushel. I don't know if we, oh, let's do Azure Afternoon. That'll be really pretty, maybe. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what I was wanting. So this little camper knew exactly what this sunset was going to be, and it's just customized. All right, now we're going to make this look a little bit more realistic here. So we're going to use dark, this is Dark Pebbled Path. I like to use it instead of black when I'm trying to make something that's black, because if you use black, it just kind of obscures the detail on that stamp sometimes. So Dark Pebbled Path is a sneaky trick for when you want something that's black, but not, you don't want it to be totally black. And we're going to color in this hubcap silver, and then this little bumper and this little bumper. Now, our door, let's think about that. We'll do our grass soft seafoam. Let's see. I had it literally 5 minutes ago when I was coloring this. Rolled under there. So we're gonna color this grass soft seafoam, and I love soft seafoam for like a greenery that you don't want it to just take like center stage. Just want it to like fade into the background. And then this seems like a wooden, you know, this seems like a wooden flower lid thing, I guess. And I think we're gonna make these be silver steps. And you can also take a little pool party and make that like the windows. I didn't do that on the other card, but these windows aren't necessarily like clear, right? They're a little light. So I'm using light pool party here. And then, I don't know. I think I'm gonna leave that door white. I actually like it that way. So cute. And then we're gonna pop our little sweetie right here with dimensionals. Now, on this paper, there was a nice open spot, so I stamped directly onto the paper. That takes some bravery, but I did it. But this paper did not turn out that way, so I went ahead and cut out a circle. from Petal Pink. I thought that would be a good color. And I'm going to stamp Let the Adventure Begin in the center of that. And to me, that kind of looks like a little sunrise, sunset, whatever. And it's just a perfect little companion to that set. You could also go a little smaller on that circle. It looks like I grabbed the bigger circle. This is what it would look like with a smaller circle. So you choose. Isn't that adorable? All right, so don't forget the Saleabration math for this card is the Adventure Together is $42.25. Everyday Skies Designer Paper is $12.50. Add a set of blends. You probably need one. For $11, you're at $65.75, and you can choose the sequins for free. Sorry, I didn't put sequins on here. These are our purple sequins on Saleabration. So these sequins are free with $60 purchase. And who doesn't love free sequins, right? So I love that. And actually, because that circle is so big, I'm going to put some little dingles on that just to kind of fill in that space. And that makes me so happy. All right. So you could get those sequins for free. And then the Stylish Shapes dies with the terrific Toadstools bundle is going to get you to 68 where you can get that free Toadstool paper. So that's your Saleabration math for our class today. When you purchase $35 or more, you're going to get the make and takes for these cards for free. When you order $50 or more, you're going to get a new embellishment from the new catalog. Okay, so when you order with me, Cogbill at papermadeprettier.com. And that order has to be in by the 13th of January. Now, I'm going to show you a few more cards made with these bundles. These are cards made with the heart-shaped bundle. These are cards we're making at our team meeting this weekend if we don't get snowed in. So cute. And this is a swap I received with that card. Here are some other cards using that Floral Delight suite. I have so many. You can always tell what is going to be the most popular suite by how many swaps you get. Because we choose what we want to use and trade. And I got so many of these. So this is obviously going to be popular. And probably explains why that yellow ribbon is sold out. Oh, here's a few more that snuck their way under. All right, and here are some more Toadstool cards, just to show you all of the reasons you're going to want this bundle. There's so many options with these colors and these patterns. You're not going to want to miss this. Like, it's one that you might have like originally saw and been like, oh, really? But yes, really, you need it. It's so cute. Now, my Stamp Technique Club that I hold every month, we made these cute little pop-up cards. This was actually a swap that I received, but I designed this cute little pop-up card. You are magical, popping up to say hi. So you definitely want to look into being in my Stamp Technique class. If you like to craft and you like to learn new things, then join up. Just message me and I'll get you the information about that. So thanks for watching my Facebook Live and oohing and eyeing over my gorgeous cards. And we'll see you next week. Bye.